I did VOD review him. Unfortunately, I couldn't save the VOD last time, but I recommended he played Reyna to up his consistency, and it looks like his consistency is a bit better, and it'll get better as he plays. So we'll just go ahead and get into the VOD.
Chamber, I'll let you stay A. I'm gonna help in B.
Hello.
It's still calming a little late. If you're going to say that, you could have said that a bit more about here before you had the 5 seconds left.
Chamber, I'll let you
Typically
stay
you want to
A.
do it
I'm gonna
about
help in B.
10
Hello.
seconds in, like before the 10-second mark.
There's something in grass.
Good setting up across.
They're going C.
Spike planted.
Good kill.
They're all stuck side.
Cutting their vision.
See, I'd be very careful jiggling this, because they can see you right now. But you can't see them. They can see you. Now you'd be able to see them. So this is something you would want to hold close and then wide swing, rather than jiggle. So right here, as soon as you see them, you would step out and swing. Like right here, it's bad because they're looking. Right here would have been a good time to swing.
They're all stuck side.
Cutting their vision.
Tucking's not a good idea here.
5.
Last player standing.
Honestly, you probably should have just kept holding your A key until you reached the other side, and then you could have jiggled them in the corner. Could have also called that stun from breach.
Nice strike. I hear noises C.
Someone see her.
They smoked off C.
Okay. Someone in garage.
Help.
Okay. Someone in garage.
C.
I like that you calmed that, but you should be letting them know that
Help.
you hear many.
Wait.
Spike planted.
Yeah, you just need to make sure that you let them know that there are multiple guys. It's not just like one, because it's better to have as much information as possible. So just letting them know there's multiple. They're coming onto site. Just like that base information. That way no one's walking out and then getting shot with their pants down, you know?
There's one here. Garage. 2 here. They're pushing garage.
Now right here, I'd be very careful with holding like this, because right now they definitely know you're here. If they all push in,
They're going
you're gonna be a little screwed here.
Planting B.
Spike planted.
And right here, since they've already
Spike
planted
planted.
B, they're not gonna really go garage because they don't really need to. If they do, it's a bad play. You should have backed off towards C and rotated through, or up through the garage window, and then peek it out with your breach.
I see RV somewhere here.
Spike planted. Last player
Wait,
standing.
what? Is that guy behind me?
You really just gotta break those TPs. There's no point in just holding for it. It's not gonna do much for you. Good shot. You're about to get flashed here.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, no,
They have two.
my-
They have 3 people actually who can flash you. Holding wide like this puts you in a flash zone because you have no cover. You're gonna be blind, nowhere to go. You need to keep in mind who you're fighting, and you need to play back. You should have went behind this corner Let me see. You should have done it about here. Up on that. Since you didn't play for like right up here, now you're flashed and you can't do jack diddly. So you just gotta be careful with that kind of stuff.
Right here.
Feels like it's
There you
taking
go.
you a little too long to think about what you want to do for the round. Just pick a site and stick to it, and
Oh, they're
then
going C.
after, just rotate if you have to.
They will cover.
Yeah. You should have been able to recognize also that clone wasn't real, because no one's gonna walk out without peeking that side. I mean, sure, he could have been faking it and then just running through, but if that was his play, I highly doubt that Neon would throw up that wall.
One enemy remaining.
Weapon.
That was a good round.
Secret.
This was bad,
They smoked off B.
but you're holding for a close angle with a long range weapon.
I think it might be garage or B. Yeah, no. Yeah.
You just need to set up better.
Your result.
So
Last
instead
player.
of B, you should be taking control of one of the longs. So either C long or A long, because this app's amazing for oppers. You just need to play in the right spaces. So if you just hook up an angle right here, or like you are back here, or up here, maybe even on this side of the box. It's like C gives you more options. But you get sightline here. All three of these give you full sightline here. Once you get backed off to here, you just move behind these boxes with the op, and then you can watch long still. So like op's good here. Right here with the op, long range weapon, all you see is up to here. Now when they get here, they have the advantage because they have a mid range or a close range weapon, and they're going to be fighting you with your op. So you just got to pick your spots a bit better.
With as many as possible. Just stay on our sites. Don't rotate until spike's planted.
Yeah, no. You should rotate off of info, not till spike plant. You need to rotate if there's at least 3 committing to a site. I mean, there's a possibility of getting faked, but you just want to continue playing like that until you get faked. Once you get faked, then you can spread out and stay out until they full commit and you know where spike is.
Neon's here.
Like right here, they're definitely about to hit C.
What the fuck?
They put way too much util in
There's two
to
on
not
C.
to.
See.
Yeah. But you needed to calm
two on C.
this.
There's
So, there are 3 here. You can tell Omen's here because the way he was using his utility. If he's not here, he's at least grass. So you know that there's going to be 3 going for C. 1 died garage. And you have control here, so that's Cypher. You just call that they're pushing for C.
What the fuck?
Also,
There's two
I
on
wouldn't
C.
put your back to
See.
the
Spike
neon
planted.
there. Also, when you die, like right now, is a good idea. There's a good, excuse me. It's a good plan to start thinking about your next round. How do you want to play? Who do you want to play with? Where do you want to play
Last
at?
player standing.
Just keep that in mind, so that way, you know, you're not wasting your time just like watching your team, or possibly just like watching and mauling after your team after they like, you know, whiff massively on an easy target like this. So you just gotta use your time more effectively. Think when you're supposed to think, and don't think when you're not supposed to.
Breach, come
Because
here, I
like
have
you
a
make
plan.
your plans with like
Go C, go C.
5 seconds within the
So what
round
they always
for the
do,
most
they
part.
careful A. Nobody's on A. Let's go A.
I wouldn't completely abandon this. You don't have
Hey,
any information? Okay.
Spike planted.
Yeah, because you can't just fully
I
abandon
can flash us
unless
out.
you get information.
Cutting their
I mean,
vision.
they weren't calming it to you,
Still in sight.
so you didn't
Planted.
really know other than
Hey,
having a feeling about it. I actually did this
Careful,
in a
H.
recent game
Nobody's on
where I went to rotate. I died right here. As soon as I turned away, they fucking peeked. So you just have to be very careful.
Let's go.
They will cover.
Ooh.
Last player
Yours.
standing.
Let's see.
I did 39 yours.
How could we have done that? Fight a little
I did
bit
39
better.
yours.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Will cover.
I wouldn't really worry about this smoke, because I mean you can't really see anything unless they push out, and if they push out, you're not gonna be in a good spot to do it. They're not likely to push out in case there's multiple people. So I would just put it to your back and then check that corner that he's in. Because in the chances that he does just walk up, then they're pretty much on site. So like, there's no point to worry about outside if they're already there.
They will cover.
Player standing.
Yours. I did 39 yours.
So that's one thing I'd just be careful of as well. And again, right here, you're kind of just hopping around without making any
Can we
plans.
have 2 people on B this time?
Oh,
They send 2
there
B.
we go.
They sent 2 B last time.
At least
Reese,
it's
just stay
something.
with
You
the
got it, and it was
bridge.
before the 10-second mark. Let's go. I'll take it. I'll take it.
There's one here in C using up.
So, right here, you're just holding slightly too wide, is all. So about where they're saying is where you do want to be holding. You hold right there. And then if they jiggle peek you, so like you shoot at them, they jiggle, so like they tuck back, immediately widen it to where you were holding. So you're holding for a wide swing, but initial peaks are usually jiggles or jump peaks. Or deady peaks like that. Although you're not going to see deady peaks from that range kind of like that in the higher ranks. Lower ranks, it's a bit more common. So this is a dedicated peak. Ideally, you would get jiggled or jump peaked in higher elo, but right here, you just have to have your crosshair a little higher up and closer to the wall, just slightly. The way your crosshair was positioned was more for someone swinging
There's one
it
here in
wide.
C using up.
I would hold more of that angle if you were right here. Yeah, if you stand
Man low,
back
hyper low.
One enemy remaining.
There.
Neon
Spike
splash right
down.
here.
Attacker
You-
spawn.
Man low.
I think you panicked a little bit here.
Man low, hyper
One
low.
enemy remaining.
Yeah, but
Yes,
you
Neon
were
splash
rushing
right
your
here.
shots a
Attacker
little
spawn.
bit. Not making any plans. It's a lot easier to make a plan for attack. I would advise doing it. You know, think about where you're gonna go, and then just have someone to go with you. You're not so much an entry agent, so you'll need initiator utility. I'd say grab breach and then have him go short with you. That way he can like stun lower, you push in, and then he can flash you out up top. Right here, you should have noticed. Unless, I don't know. I mean, it is kind of common, lower ranks, they're just actually dog shit, but this smoke was placed so that way Yoru had the ability to cross. The smoke being wide like this was literally just put there so that way he could jump into it and kind of run away from you guys and have concealment. So you just be mindful of that. If you see a out of place smoke, there's usually a reason for it. Lower ranks, it's a bit more meh, but just food for thought.
Reloading.
You're not holding this properly. Your crosshair needs to get lower and lower, and you're like you're like way above head height right now. You need to lower your crosshair quite a bit. It needs to be, Let me see. Right here. That's head height. Actually, a little bit lower than that. Just like a pixel lower. That's head height. So you're aiming way above head height. So you need to be careful about your crosshair placement.
Both of them are on A. Let's try and go B.
You would go C here. You wanted to have the most amount of time it takes for them to walk to the other site. It's more predictable, but it still takes them a lot more time. And you automatically didn't even follow your own plan.
30 seconds left.
You don't want to do that. Like, if you make a plan that's a
30
bad
seconds
play,
left.
you want to at least commit to it, because once you change it on the fly, your brain's going to be all over the place.
One.
You're doubling up. That's nice.
There.
Oh, he's here, he's here.
Last player standing.
Nice. Nice
You
one.
will
She got
barely
upset.
work the
So, your Raze is already there. He would have died, most likely, if someone was watching him. You don't really need to worry about it. Now, when you get flashed, you should be backing up here into the back area.
Smoke's
Brim,
down.
get ready to smoke. I'm flashing out. Go raise.
Still in sight. Cutting their vision.
One close left.
Spike.
These flashes weren't good.
Cutting their vision.
So with these flashes, what you want to do is, instead of flashing up high, because most likely someone's going to be in this, either this corner, this corner, this corner, or they will be over here. What you want to do is throw your flash right in the middle on the floor. You do that, you can peek out, it blinds all the spots, it's no problem. So you do that while you cross to this box, and then you throw your other one and you peek out for these two. Right here you kind of use them both and you don't really
I'm
see
flashing out.
anybody.
Go raise.
Still in sight. Cutting their vision.
You wasted.
One
Wasted that first flash.
close left.
Spike down A.
Oh, let's go B. Just go, just go, just go. He's flanking. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Yeah, you need to
Oh,
be
let's
careful
go
of that.
B.
You should. It's like you hear.
Just
you
go,
see
just
it?
go, just go. He's
No, Bucky.
flanking. It doesn't matter.
You should be doing this.
Let's go, let's go. Good. Green.
Or realistically, you should have died
Brim,
there.
you have
Plant
spike.
that
Brim, you have
spike.
spike. I can watch
Launching
flank for you.
smoke.
Spike carrier down. Spike down mid.
Now, I would be trying to
Have the
get.
spike.
Yeah, there you go.
Last
You're in the
player
open
standing.
still. You're taking too much time.
Right here.
So
You have
Plant
spike.
that
Brim, you have spike. I can watch
Launching
flank for you.
smoke.
right here, you take your shots. He's
Spike
not here anymore. Throw your flash. Grab this. Tuck
down
in
mid.
this cubby right here.
Still in sight. I have the spike.
But now that you're in the open, you're doomed to die.
Player.
There's one in C. They're trying to. There's one in C.
So right here, it was just lazy. You didn't check your corners.
There-
It's right here. Yeah, even your raise didn't check it. So you need to be careful. Earlier, when I said that Rays would die in that corner, that's because this corner is close. They're most likely going to kill if they're that close to you. Here, they're a little bit away, but this is a danger zone over here. Because right here, just out of view, could be somebody. And then right here, as you just found out, there's somebody behind this box. So you need to make sure that you're checking your stuff. You're not even holding a crosshair in the right spot to hold for this guy. So you gotta work on your crosshair placement a little bit.
There's one in C. They're trying to. Let's go garage again. No, wait. Let's try and go see the
There.
garage. I mean, split C. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Now with split C, you need to add on to that. When you're saying to split, you should say split who and where. So it's just you know, Breach would be better in garage because of his utility. So you and Breach go through garage, raise entries for the team, and the rest of them go C. Because Brim, you have to think about how they have to use their utility. Brim will be back here, popping smokes here and here. The other two will be Raise and Chamber. They'll be moving up. Brim will be slightly behind. You guys will be clearing garage. Breach will toss a flash on the door. He could also use his stun to stun in here. He's just Breach is best for garage. So you just expand on your idea. So split C, okay, who goes where? Just go into it a bit more. It'll make a more constructed play.
Cypher's here.
Launching smoke.
I can
Cutting their vision. Cutting
You just said Cypher is here. You should not be running into this door.
Can we try and go A again? I'm just going to shoot the Cypher cam on C.
Okay, your team is just not smart.
Alright, let's go A.
Right here. Trevor. Blasting.
God. Yeah, right here with them not listening. Good kill, by the way. Just split from them.
Stop walking.
Just alert. Because they already fucked this up so much, and I wouldn't re-hit A because, like, all this time. This is why you just alert, because they had all that
There,
time.
so we
They
have it.
moved up. You die. You got punished for your team's stupidity here.
I'm gonna lurk up C this time. They smoked
Yeah.
off. You should go hit.
Your team's kind of throwing here.
I have the spike.
On
Let's
my
go
way.
B.
I think they've given up.
Reloading.
Cutting their
Reloading.
vision.
I would be careful throwing
Last player
flashes
standing.
on the floor here,
Spike
because
planted.
they go through the ground on this side. That was a bad
Planted.
peek. You W keyed a little bit. Right here, you're holding W and D. So you need to take this fight with just the D key. So about right here, face your camera fully towards this, like where the cipher would be, and then just hold D. And you just keep holding it. You don't let go. But yeah, you could have had him right here if you weren't holding W.
GG's.
But overall, good game. Last 3-4 rounds is kind of just your team's fault. Not much you could have done there. What we need to work on? It's right here. Try to play with your teammates more. Set up crossfires, trades. You did it a little bit more this time than you did in your last VOD. You gotta communicate more. So you gotta, whenever they're pushing, you gotta make sure that you're actually letting your team know that they're pushing, because your team is info starved until you actually say something. So your team's gonna have a very delayed reaction that gives the attackers a lot of time, or the enemies a lot of time rather. It's just more so on defense, it's more important. So you gotta be more patient when you're taking your shots. Quite a few times you rushed it and made you do just mag dump the body. You gotta be careful on that. And then you gotta make your pre-round plans. So you did it here and there, but the pre-round plans weren't that great. They're better than last time because you didn't really have much of any. You did it at least 4 to 5 times. So that was good. You just need to expand on them a little bit. And then just make sure that they're before the 10-second mark. It's difficult, but you got to make sure you got to do that. That'll help you climb up quite a bit.